You're listening to the OMG Hour.
Welcome, everybody, to episode number 328 of the OMG Hour show. I'm lost my train of thought there for a second.
You say the date that we're recording it on.
Thank you. It is May.
You introduce yourself.
Shush. Now you've really messed me up. It is May 10th, 2019, and this week we are your ostentatiously magnetic graphologists. And of course, I am one of them graphologists. I am Sean Evans, otherwise known as Zion Tane.
And I am Tico, Mr. Second Place. I only have an honorary degree in graphology.
Well, I mean, it's good enough, right?
Yeah, I mean, like it was presented to me as,
I mean, it's ostentatious enough.
Yeah. So I forgot to open my drink before we started, so
Good.
I mean, a cough is probably just as bad as opening the drink, but, whatever.
Probably.
I'm drinking a new Dr. Pepper flavor because I went to the States today. This is Dark Berry Dr. Pepper.
Dark Berry Dr. Pepper.
And it's got Mysterio on the can. It's like a Spider-Man.
Oh, from Spider-Man, of course.
Yes. So I'm going to try it right now.
Oh, on the air, testing. Tell us what it is, how it is.
Actually, I like it. It's nice.
Good.
It's like it's not like cola-y at all. It's sort of got a berry vibe to the Dr. Pepper taste. It's nice. I like it.
But isn't Dr. Pepper a cherry cola anyway?
No, because you can get Dr. Pepper cherry, which I also bought a case of.
I know, which I find weird because Dr. Pepper started out essentially back in the day. It was
as a cherry cola.
It was a cherry cola. That's what Dr. Pepper was.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. It's not a cherry berry flavor though. It's like a different type of berry. I would put it as a raspberry, like blue raspberry flavored Dr. Pepper.
Not a fan.
No.
Now is it full sugar or is it sugar free?
Oh no, it's full sugar.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
So you get to have one, and then you're done.
I can. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna knock back a whole case of these. I did pick up a supply of cherry and orange for you, sir.
Excellent. Of Coke, my favorite, Coke Zero. Anyway, we've got a huge show, so we should.
I want to talk really quickly.
My gosh.
I want to show this because it's the board gaming sections at the top of our thing, and I picked this up, which is absolutely ridiculous. There is a Blockbuster party game board game.
Great. Perfect.
And in a VHS cassette box.
Have you opened it yet?
I have not opened it yet. It is still sealed. I want it to maintain its value.
Oh, good.
No,
So you're going to keep it
no,
another 20 years
until they reopen. When they reopen Blockbusters,
That's right.
They make a comeback. No, I literally walked in the house 15 minutes before we started here.
All right. Well, we're going to have to play that.
We will.
We'll film the whole thing. It's got to be.
Yes.
It's going to be like the best video on the internet.
It can't be worse than other stuff that's out there.
Anyway, lots of talk. Oh my gosh, can we just start this whole show again?
Nope, we gotta go. We
From
gotta
the
power
top.
through. Power through.
So much stuff announced this week, but first, I haven't done much gaming. I had to have seriously, I can't even speak. I have continued with the Fate of Atlantis. I haven't finished it yet because you'll find out later why. But yeah, that's I haven't done a whole lot of game playing this week other than stuff on my phone. I don't usually talk about the games I play on my phone. But I will say that I'm still very much enjoying Lemmings on the phone. I play a couple levels a day type thing. And then I just discovered Angry Birds Dream Blast, which is it's just an Angry Birds themed bubble popper kind of game. It's actually really well done. I'm really enjoying it. And the physics in that game are actually really, really well done. Definitely check it out. It's free to play, which is interesting because they don't actually hound you to spend money.
There's no energy.
No.
Thing. Oh, that's interesting because most of those games are hey, you have X number of energy you can use during the week or something.
It's not energy, but it's lives. You have 5 lives basically, and a life. You simply use a life if you fail a level. Yeah. But if you could, basically as long as you have some lives left, you don't lose them until you fail, and if you don't fail all that often, then there's nothing stopping you from just playing as long as you want. And there's not a lot of pop-ups for, hey, buy this, buy that, which is refreshing.
Yeah, I saw on Twitter somebody was playing Angry Birds VR.
Oh, I don't like traditional Angry Birds games. This is not an Angry Birds game. This is an Angry Birds themed bubble. I'm going to call it a bubble popper. I mean, for the sake of what it is, it's that.
A bust-a-move type?
Not like that, but it's you combine 4 or more bubbles combine into one of the birds, the red, and then 2 red birds combine into a yellow, and then 2 yellows into a purple, and then when you
threes,
and then when you tap the bird, they explode. All right, and they take out the bubbles or the blocks or the ice.
Right.
And your goal is to take out X number of whatever your goal is. Maybe take out 30 pigs or 27 ice blocks. You have to clear them by exploding.
Got it. Okay.
And in order to explode, you have to create the birds by clicking 4 or more colors that are in a row.
Yeah.
But they all drop, and the physics in this game are really, really well done. Like, very believable physics, the way they bounce around and the way chains move, and check it out. It's cool. It's called it's Dream Blast. Angry Birds Dream Blast. Yeah.
Okay. I will check that out. I will.
You have some video games you've been playing.
I did. So I played some more Assassin's Creed Liberation. This is my first time playing Liberation. I never played this on the Vita when it initially dropped. I never played I guess they had an HD remaster that came out that I'd never played before. So this was included as part of the Seasons Pass, actually, of Odyssey. It was dropped with Assassin's Creed 3.
And it does look great. Like, wow.
I am really impressed. I almost say this looks better than 3. The remaster of 3.
Yeah, I kind of agree. It really does look good.
I'm really enjoying this Assassin. Again, I've never played this. This is my first time going through. I like the concept of the costume changing with the 3 personas, and each can do different things. Like, you can't just walk up and start a fight if you're in the dress. If you're in the dress.
Yeah.
I really am enjoying it. I like the
Tico
Bayou.
I think what we heard here was Tico likes wearing dresses.
I love wearing dresses. Listen, they're comfortable.
This
you
is
get
the
a good breeze. You get a good breeze going on.
Right? Yeah.
Just saying.
I think
the atmosphere. Like, I love the Bayou. The Bayou is super fun. You climb in those big old trees and like fighting off alligators and stuff. I really am impressed with how this game looks and how it's playing, and I'm having fun with this.
But as an Assassin's Creed game, you can tell it is of the old style, because you still got the little collectible things, like with I don't know, diary pages, I think it was, and then there's the chests you see on the map to go and find.
The chests and diary pages and alligator eggs and
all those
a whole bunch of random collectible stuff in here.
Yeah, which doesn't exist in the modern, I guess, the more recent Assassin's Creed games.
Well, it sort of does. When you clear an area, you have to find all of find and loot all the chests in an area. It's just it's presented differently.
Oh, yeah, I guess, like when you're in a fort, for example.
Yeah, like
that's
the forts
to complete the fort. Sure, you have to kill the leader and all that stuff. But to me, that's different than a collectible.
Well, you still have to unlock. I mean, you don't get anything out of it. You're not doing a collection of sets, but you still have to, like, open all the
chests. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. I still really enjoy this. It is a nice holdover to be able to go back and play something like this while I'm waiting for episode 2 of Fates of Atlantis.
Fate of Atlantis, yeah. So Fate of Atlantis, I've cleared the entire map, and so there's one part in it that when you can free the Isu soldiers. They're basically humans that are mind wiped to serve the Isu. And I discovered before the quest to do it that you can free them using your staff. So I cleared a whole ton of forts, right? And I freed everyone in it. I must have freed over 100 Isu soldiers. And then I get this quest to say, go free a whole bunch of Isu soldiers. And I'm like, I just did! Now I have to go back to the forts I just cleared and do it again? Come on! Why is it not retroactive?
And you had sent a fun glitch, I guess, because you freed so many of them.
Oh yeah.
Because when you free them, it says, "Hey, like Bob Jones is now free of the tyranny."
Has joined the rebels.
Yeah, has joined the rebels, and it gives like their name, obviously not Bob Jones,
No,
whatever random thing. But you got what was it that you got? It was
unset name.
Unset name.
Unset name.
So you freed too many. They're like, nobody's going to free this many of them. We don't have to put that many names in here.
I've come across 2 unset names already.
Yeah, so you've broken the game.
So, but I was actually a little frustrated because I had purposefully gone to a whole bunch of forts and freed. It took my time. Like, I'm talking like an hour or more on a single fort because I'm taking my time. Because in order to free them, you have to knock them out, not kill them, and then free them. Basically, in the main game, you would recruit them for your ship. So, and you got to do that without being seen by anyone else. And so I'm taking my time, right?
Or the way I do it is I go in and I knock everybody out.
Well, yeah, you can do that too.
And then once they're all out...
So I've done that. I've done that for I don't know how many forts. And then it was like, now, go free this many people from this region. And this many people... It's like, are you freaking serious? Can you not see that there are about 100 new rebel soldiers already freed and maybe give me credit for it?
Yeah, and I forgot that you could do the knockdown move instead of assassinate.
Oh, yeah.
So the way I did that entire quest, and I figured out afterwards, I did that entire quest with the blunt arrows.
Blunt arrows. Well, blunt arrows are a good way to get the soldiers that you can't knock down in one hit. You hit them with the arrow, and then you hit them with the knockdown. So.
Okay. Yeah, I just kept firing off arrows at these guys until I knocked them down and then completed that quest.
And hopefully didn't attract anyone else.
No, I'm exceptionally stealthy.
Oh, fun story. So you were talking a couple weeks ago. Remember the statues, the colossi that come to life?
Yes.
If you're caught, they come to life and chase you. Well, I was on of course, everything's on these huge mountains, right? And like really tall cliffs. So I'm on the side of the cliff. I get attracted. I attract someone by accident, and the 2 of the colossi come to life, and they're chasing me. So I climb down the cliff. Colossi will chase you down a cliff. But I still got out of his way, and he no longer knew where I was. So after a while, they freeze again. They go back to where they were and freeze. Well, this one colossi couldn't get back to where he was, so he froze on the side of a cliff. He became a statue again on the side of a cliff.
Nice.
That was pretty cool.
Could you kill him on the side of the cliff?
Oh, yeah. I could have jumped down and got him. I just left him.
That's on him.
That was funny. That was really funny.
Well, I also picked back up Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus.
You got really going back to some games here.
I'm going back through and playing some of my older stuff. This one here I played at launch. It just dropped on Game Pass.
Oh, right.
Which is what so as it's sitting there front and center. I'm like, oh, what the heck? I'll pop that in. And I had this was the edition with the season's pass, so I have all of the DLC to try as well. So I hop back in to play some more of this, and I gotta say, absolutely beautiful game. I forgot how pretty this was.
Does it play as well as the others? I found the original Wolfenstein. I played that, not the original, but the new, the
new editions,
the new ones. That it played really, really well.
Yeah, it plays very smooth. It's fun. It's not ridiculously punishing, unless you turn it up to ridiculously punishing level,
which you can because it's a needed game.
Yeah. I'm having fun with it. It's it's fun playing that character again. I am finding it's not as linear with some of the stuff. So I find myself hunting for okay, where am I supposed to be going now?
Yeah. Are you still playing as BJ?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. In the main game, yes. The DLC, there's 3 new characters that you're introduced to in each of the.
Oh, okay.
The stuff, and they end up with some new powers. I've tried one of them, the first piece of DLC so far, and you're like an ex-football star, so you have a dash move to knock out and take out walls and take guys out.
Okay, that's cool.
But I love the axe move. Like you end up like your stealth move. You basically you have a little hatchet, and it's like you take a guy out at the knees and then smash him in the face with a hatchet.
Nice.
It's
And
very satisfying.
and
I'll say
probably
that.
very bloody too, right?
It's very bloody, but they're Nazis, so I mean, you don't feel that bad.
Oh, that's true. You shouldn't.
Yeah, see
Don't
here we go.
Yeah, there you go. Nice.
Yeah,
Awesome. Well, that is your video gaming, I guess,
that's
for the week.
yeah, not a ton either. Like I've been playing
Well,
stuff as I'm watching stuff too.
I mean, we're in a bit of a lull for gaming right now, right?
Yeah.
You and I were talking the other day, and it's like I'm trying to think what's coming out. Rage 2 is coming
Yep.
like next week.
Next week, yep.
Other than that, though, I don't even know what's coming anytime soon. So Ghost Recon Breakpoint was announced yesterday. This is a new Ghost Recon game that looks absolutely amazing, but it's not coming till October.
October 4th.
Right.
Yeah, that's it looks beautiful. The Jon Bernthal.
Jon Bernthal, as the bad, he's the bad guy.
He's the bad guy, and man, it looks amazing. Like that.
It looks like him. It's like what? No, so the Breakpoint is throwing you back into the open world like Wildlands.
Yeah.
But this time you are being hunted. So you've got a rogue ghosts team as the hunters. So basically you're going up against people who are good as or better than you even. And they've got better technology. So from the sounds of it, they've sort of stolen a whole bunch of advanced technology, drones and tanks and like all these remote controlled things. And you're trying to take them down, but at the same time, they're hunting you, right?
Yeah.
They're not, they know you're coming.
Yeah.
And that's the difference between this and Wildlands.
Yeah. If they are as good at me as the first time he crash lands a helicopter 3 feet behind me, I'm going to know where he is.
This is true. If he's as good as you.
If he's as good as me.
That's
if he's
right.
better than me, then we have a problem.
Yeah. Now, I thoroughly enjoyed Wildlands. I completed Wildlands all the way through. Loved it. I hope Breakpoint still has that fun factor in it. It looks amazing. Now, one of the other things that they've added to it, which I think is really cool, and I don't know if any other games have ever done this, is that as you take damage, your character actually takes damage. Like if you get shot in the leg, you start limping and you can't run as fast. Actually, he shows the result of being wounded. So you need to find cover and heal yourself, or you're gonna get caught.
Yeah,
that to me is amazing. Like that really amps up the
tension.
The tension of getting wounded in battle, because normally it's just, I got shot and my life's going down, I better heal before I die. Now it's like, no, if I'm running away from an enemy and he shoots me in the leg, I'm gonna slow down. I'm gonna be wounded as a character.
Yeah.
And that's like, wow, that's pretty cool.
I'm looking forward to this one. I know there's a beta as well coming out.
Oh, awesome.
So we'll hopefully look to maybe get into that and try that out a little bit. I'm a big fan of that of the new Wildlands style
me too.
Of Ghost Recon games. So I'm looking forward to that one. I was excited to see that surprise, which was leaked a day early because the Ubisoft store put the collector's edition out on their store early.
The title of the game was leaked, but not the actual gameplay reveal, and
not the gameplay.
They did actual gameplay, like they showed the game itself, which was really cool. Now that's not out till October. Sony's State of Play was yesterday. I haven't actually had a chance to watch it. I know it's like 15 minutes long. It's not that long, but though they've said that they're doing a remake of MediEvil. Right,
okay.
that old PlayStation game.
Yeah, I remember that game. I enjoyed it. It was fun, but I don't know if I really care.
Right? Why do we need a remake? That's coming October 25th.
Yeah.
Monster Hunter World Iceborne expansion is coming September.
Yeah.
What else was coming in September? Just
Borderlands.
Borderlands. Thank you. That's not until September. They also announced on Sony State of Play a game series called Away, their survival series. And what's cool about this is it's based on survival, animal like documentaries and nature shows, and it actually puts you in a character of an actual animal, and you learn how that animal actually survives out in the wilderness, and your goal is to survive the game. So it's still a game, but it's sort of based on these wildlife documentaries.
Okay, and it's episodic?
I believe I don't know if it's episodic or going to be like a series. I'm not quite sure, but it sounds really cool. You know,
sounds interesting.
Yeah, it does sound interesting. So you're thrown in the role of an actual animal, and you learn how that animal survives. Like I can't remember what the actual animal is, but it can glide, climb, jump.
Zebra.
Must be a zebra.
Zebra. It's got to be a zebra.
A gliding zebra. It looks kind of like I wasn't sure what they called it. I can't remember what they called it. I think it might be in this article.
A lemur.
Do lemurs glide? I don't know if they glide though. The Adventures of the Sugar Glider, it's called. I'm not quite sure what a sugar glider is. I guess it's kind of like a flying squirrel type thing.
It is like a lemur, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, you see him in the little video there. I think a sugar glider it's a type of lemur with the the arm flaps.
So he can glide. So that's kind of cool. They showed they re-announced the Final Fantasy VII remake,
which looks really nice. I have to say, because I picked up the Final Fantasy VII reissue, I guess, or whatever they call it. It's not they call it a remaster, but it's not. It's just they put it back in. It does not look good. And when you see this compared to that, this looks like Final Fantasy, like a new Final Fantasy. Yeah.
And okay, so what they're doing to this Final Fantasy is what I want to see when they do remasters or
Yeah, don't smooth over a couple of pixels.
Right.
Rebuild and remake.
Right. Like when you do Assassin's Creed 3 remaster or HD remaster, I want to see Assassin's Creed 3 remade in the Assassin's Creed Odyssey engine.
Yeah, in the new engine. I want it. I mean, this isn't a remake. This is a reimagining, and that's what I would love to see with some of these games. Take something like if you're going to do MediEvil, whatever, from whatever, do a reimagining and take the concept of that game and rebuild it in a current engine that's really cool like this.
Is that not what they're doing with MediEvil? Are they not?
I don't
actually
know. This is the first I've heard of what MediEvil is. I didn't click on the link.
Yeah, it looks like they literally are upgrading MediEvil to today's value, because it's a PlayStation 1 game.
Yes.
Right. So they are literally remaking that game.
Okay, so they are remaking, so then that's fine. Then that one there's got a thumb up from me.
Yeah, absolutely. They announced a couple other things that I haven't really had a chance to go through. Something called Predator Hunting Grounds.
Well, this is Predator, like the
Predator
versus Predator. That Predator. That
okay.
guy.
All right. Good. And something called Riverbond, a voxel shoot and slash featuring indie crossovers.
Yeah, so this is a Minecraft-looking hack and slash. I guess obviously you get guns in it as well.
Yeah.
It is coming out for everything.
Yeah.
It's not exclusive to that.
Right.
And the indie crossover, it's just basically character skins featuring like Shovel Knight and characters from a bunch of indie games.
Exactly. So that's kind of cool. Not my thing. It's probably not a game I would play. I don't like voxel stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I'll give it a shot.
Of course you will. You're the chief button presser.
Somebody needs to do it, Sean. Somebody needs to do it, and that somebody will be me.
And while we're speaking of Sony, I don't know why, Tico, but this actually made me a little giddy the other day when they announced this. I don't know why. EA Access has finally been confirmed for PS4, coming in July. It's right around the corner.
Which is really cool. I mean, it's really cool that they finally did this. I mean, this was originally not because Sony turned it down originally.
They did. They said it was not good value. I'm like, heck.
They said, no, because Sony had their own thing they were trying to push at that point. It was a PS Now.
Their excuse was it's not good value for a customer. It's like, listen, it was such good value. I got it on the system I don't use.
Yeah, it was $30, and it's still $30 for the year, or $5 a month, which is double the price if you go monthly.
Yeah, why would you go monthly when you can pay $30? I think it's $30 a year.
$30 for the year.
And you play games. You like what? EA Access gives you like 10 hours of game for new games, plus the backlog of games, like tons of stuff in the vault.
And a 10% discount
if you buy the game. That's right.
If you buy the game.
That's
so,
right.
I mean, if you're even thinking of buying one EA game,
that's it.
I mean, you're talking an $80 game, 10% off that, you're saving $8 right there.
This means 6 months from now, I'll be able to play Anthem on my PS4. Because it'll be in the vault by then.
It will be in the vault by then. I honestly, I would not be surprised that when this launches on PlayStation, they drop it with an announcement that Anthem will be included in the vault on day one.
Oh man, that would be a knife in the back to those of us who were day one purchasers for Anthem.
Hey, listen, I'm very close to my prediction. It's already down to $53.
But it's not down to $49.
I'm close. I still have. When did I say it was going to be? By
June, I think.
By June. So I still have time.
Okay, you got a month. Less than a month.
What did I say? 39 or 49? What did I say?
I think you said 39 39.
Okay.
I can't remember now. We'll have to go back and listen.
Yeah, somebody will know because I'm sure somebody paid attention to something I said.
Brian knows. Hey, Brian. Brian's watching us right now, like he usually is. Glenn will remember what you said.
Glenn will remember too.
Glenn always remembers.
Which is good because I'm very close. I mean, that's it's only been a few weeks since I said that. So
and it dropped. I think the week you said it.
I know
it did. I think it was the next day it dropped.
I don't know if we have actual influence over things.
We have
or if it's just because every time we say something happens. Something happens.
Yeah, exactly. So what is it we want to happen next?
I don't know. Let's have somebody pay us $1 million to stream a game.
I like it. I will do it, and I will stream it for 24 hours straight if that's what you want me to do.
If we're getting $1 million, I will stream it for longer than 24 hours straight.
I will be right there with you, my friend.
Yeah, like a week straight.
Lots of energy drinks.
1 week straight. I will not sleep for 1 week to play the game for $1 million.
That's good health insurance right there.
Listen, $1 million.
All right. Listen, it's time for Super Geek Fight.
All right. I'm prepared to battle.
Let's see if I get another real life person. Hey,
scientists.
I could hopefully. No, you know what? I won't say this. We'll save it for later.
All right.
Oops. Wait, is this the right? Yes.
The white deck. White deck.
Yeah, white deck. I know one of the cards flipped over, and it was like it said Khan. I'm like, wait. I guess you're. Wait, are you Khan in that card, or are you Kirk?
How many A's?
Like 5 or 6 A's.
I think you'd be Khan.
Why would you be Khan and not Kirk? Because he's the one who yells that.
Yeah, I know, but you're yelling at him.
Go ahead, reveal your character. Who are you?
All right, I am.
You're a Titan.
A Titan.
Now, as in like the Greek Titans.
I'm gonna go with the Titans from the movie Cabin in the Woods.
I'm Batman.
Ooh, Batman's good.
I'm Batman.
That's pretty good. I'm gonna go with Titan from the movie Cabin in the Woods, which are the giant universe-killing things that are awakened to destroy everything.
Okay. I have to talk like this now because I'm Batman.
For the rest of the show.
No, just for Super Geek Fight.
All right. So I will draw my modifier.
Yeah, go for it. Modifier for you.
All right, my modifier. I haven't even looked at this, so we'll see what it is.
You are armed with a dagger that rewinds time.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
You know where that's from?
That's from the Prince of Persia.
Sands of Time. All right, what's mine? Oh crap! I'm at 1 HP.
All right.
Oh
all right,
no.
and your second bit.
My second modifier.
Your second modifier.
I can build sentry turrets. Well, of course I can, because I'm Batman.
Yeah, that's what Batman does. I think that you're going to be in trouble here, to be honest with you.
But I'm Batman.
Yeah, but I mean, just a hard cough with that throat is going to.
You are armed with a proton pack.
Ooh. Okay, so I think you're screwed here. I mean, you are Batman, but
Batman is never screwed.
If I miss, I can just rewind time and keep trying until I hit you.
The only way Batman is screwed is if you're Catwoman. All right, we're fighting in the Temple of Doom.
All right.
Because I'm Batman. And, let's see. I'm going to tell us what the condition of our fight is.
All right. What's the condition of our fight? See if this helps you.
The area is covered in tribbles.
Tribbles.
Tribbles. They're everywhere.
This is not going to end well for you, sir.
Damn tribbles.
You're going to trip over a tribble and take out your 1 HP.
Who are you again?
I'm a Titan. A gigantic, huge,
you're a big, huge
massive
Titan.
god of the old worlds.
Well, I'm just gonna use my batarang. I'm gonna put it right up your nose, and I'm gonna pull up so fast, right into your nostril, and I'm gonna Batman pound your brain. You'll be dead.
Then I'm gonna reverse time, and then step out of the way, and you're gonna miss, and you're gonna be too high up, and then you're gonna fall and lose your HP.
Oh no! There goes my HP.
Yeah. So you sir.
Where's Catwoman? I need some help.
Yeah. No, you didn't get Catwoman. If you'd drawn the location as the Batcave,
that'd have been
you
golden.
might have been okay, because at least Alfred could have helped you out.
I don't need help. I'm Batman.
You could use some help here. You are dead, sir. Consider yourself dead.
I'm dead man.
There's a dead man.
I know, because I'm dead man. All right. Fun.
You have lost.
That was fun.
That was.
All right. Okay, television movies. All right, so here's what I was going to say. In Super Geek Fight, now I don't have to throw away, people like Tyrion Lannister.
Because now you know who he is.
Now I know quite a bit about, so far, a little bit more about him.
Yeah.
So, last week, I mentioned I was going to start watching Game of Thrones again. I had finished Season 1 like a year ago. And so I picked it up at Season 2. Took me a little bit to try to wrap my head around what's going on and who people are, and that was my problem in Season 1. There were so many characters and locations and things going on, I couldn't keep any of it straight.
Yeah.
But holy cow, Season 2 is, like, in my opinion, 1,000 times better than Season 1.
It does ramp up. It does get better.
It flows better, and I feel like the storytelling is way better. You really start getting to know the characters. You start understanding where they are. I was enjoying Game of Thrones so much this week, Chico, that I am now on episode 4 of season 3.
Yes, you had mentioned you almost didn't sleep last night.
I was very tempted to not go to sleep last night. I am finding every episode ends right where you don't want it to.
It's like, I want to know what's going to happen to that. Yeah, I am looking forward to when you catch up. I am completely caught up. I have watched all of the episodes, including the most recent episodes.
I was hoping to be able to catch up before the finale, thinking that, okay, season 8, they're on episode 4 or 5 now, and there's 10 episodes a season. But no, there's only 6 episodes in season 8.
And here's the thing. I knew it was a shortened season, and I, for some reason, thought it was 8 episodes. And I'm thinking, okay, I got 4 episodes left on a shortened season, and then somebody mentioned it's like, yeah, like they're almost done. I'm like, yeah, that was 4 episodes. It's like, no, it's 6 episodes.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
2 episodes left.
But if you go to IMDb and look at them, they're all like mini movies. They're all an hour and a half.
They did announce that. Like everything after episode 2 is like, and they're all 90-minute episodes.
They're all 90 minutes. Yeah.
There is like 3 hours of Game of Thrones, and they have reiterated there are 3 spin-off Game of Thrones universe shows that are in production.
Well, they got to keep the HBO subscribers somehow. Yeah,
so there are 3. This seems to be AMC's. Does 3 movies. To add on to The Walking Dead. They've decided it's 3 new series to just keep people interested. Right. I'm not sure what those series are. My guess is
supposed to be a prequel that goes back to I can't remember Arion or something. I can't remember the name of the character. Way back.
Aegon. I don't know.
Maybe you're right. Maybe yeah.
It's the rise of the Targaryens and stuff like that.
I think is the Age of the Dragons, right?
Yeah, the Age of Dragons, the Mad King, that whole story.
Right, which would be cool. Now, I got to say right off the bat, Tyrion and Daenerys, by far my favoriteest characters.
All right, I will warn you.
Don't warn me about anything.
I will warn you one thing.
No, don't say anything.
It's not a good idea to get attached to people in this show.
I know that. I have been told that many times, but there are several characters I quite enjoy, and Tyrion's, at least in season 2, when he was handed the king, his behind closed doors shenanigans and his manipulating of people and just the plans and schemes he was putting into place. I'm like, this is like, wow, this guy's smooth. You know what I mean?
Tyrion is a fantastic character, played
Master manipulator.
Amazingly,
yes,
by Peter Dinklage.
Oh, right, like wow, Peter Dinklage is so good,
and it's so because Shannon and I are rewatching 30 Rock, and the episode where she dates him briefly.
I've never seen the show.
Oh, well, there's an episode where she dates him briefly, and it's just hard to see because he is Tyrion.
He's
like when
Tyrion.
you see him, that's Tyrion. Like he was in Elf.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
He was one of the businessmen in the Father's office.
Okay. Really, like every episode I find I'm watching. They're about an hour, a little less than an hour each episode. Yeah. But that hour goes by so fast. And they end like literally where you don't expect, and you're like, what? Has it really been an hour already?
Yeah, and it is when there is another one to watch right away, it is real easy to just get drawn into.
Just keep going.
Just I'll watch this season and then I'll go to bed.
Right. Now, I might as well say now that I just found out yesterday that I've been asked to go on another business trip down to the US. So unfortunately there'll be no show next week or the week after, simply because of the dates that these are following.
Why is this the first I'm hearing of this?
It is not. Anyway, But here's the good news. While I'm away, there's nothing to do at night except watch Game of Thrones. So I'm going to be catching up really fast next week on Game of Thrones.
Okay, good.
So hopefully, shortly after the finale airs, it won't be long before I finally get through season 8 as well. So we'll see.
We can talk about that.
I expect by the end of the weekend I should be done season 3 and back and on to season 4. So I'm getting through it pretty quick.
Okay, good. Well, I also watched a show called What We Do in the Shadows. I've talked about this a little bit before. Yeah. So
I had a lunch with a friend yesterday who was raving about this show.
So the first episode was just so of this. I absolutely love the movie. One of my all-time favorite movies. The first episode was only so, but I've continued to watch it and really am enjoying the new characters in it. So this most recent episode, I don't think it's a season finale yet. I think there's a couple more episodes, but they did a guest star studded episode. So the
was
characters,
huge, like the list of guest stars. I have not seen the show, but you linked to the IMDb channel
of the episode
or for that episode. So Taika Waititi was in it.
Yeah, now
Dave
he's one of
Bautista.
the originals from. Yeah, so the three from the original movie are all guest starring in it. So Jermaine Clements, I can't pronounce that guy's name, and
Taika Waititi.
Yeah, I can't pronounce it. Kevin Novak are from the three from the original movie, so they're part of the Vampire Council. But then, Dave Bautista.
Dave Bautista was in it. Tilda Swinton. Okay, so let's look at this. So we got Drax the Destroyer.
Yep.
We've got the Ancient One from Doctor Strange. And then there's Matt Berry, who was from the IT Crowd.
And he's part of the regular cast.
Matt Berry. He? Okay.
Yes.
Doug Jones is from Star Trek Discovery.
He is also Hellboy, as well as The Shape of Water.
He's in those?
Okay. He's the creature guy in those. The new Hellboy, he was Abe Sapien.
Oh, I haven't seen Hellboy. I'm not interested in Hellboy.
Not the new one in the Hellboy 2. He took over for.
Still haven't seen it.
He's all in all the Guillermo del Toro stuff too.
Okay. Wesley Snipes is in it.
Yeah.
What?
If I could, so all of these characters. So what is it? It's the Vampire Council, and if you'll notice, all of these names are people who have played vampires.
Oh, are they?
Wesley Snipes is Blade.
Yes, I know Wesley Snipes. Well, who else has been a vampire?
Evan Rachel Wood played a vampire in True Blood.
Okay.
Danny Trejo played a vampire in the Tarantino one with my brain does work with George Clooney.
Not familiar with it.
It's the big one. I just can't. All of a sudden, my brain has gone blank.
Kristen Schaal, is she a vampire in something?
I'm not sure if
Oh,
she
Paul
is
Rubens. Paul Rubens was a
Rubens.
vampire in Buffy.
in Buffy the Vampire Slayer, who is famously famous as Pee Wee Herman.
That's right.
And they're all playing like they're all their first thing, and they make comments during. It's like, did Tom and Brad make it?
Oh, wait a minute. They're all playing themselves, essentially.
They're all playing themselves, yeah. Like, did Tom and Brad make it from Interview with the Vampire? But like, oh no, they didn't have time.
Oh no, that's
so
awesome.
It was an absolutely brilliant episode. Wesley Snipes showed up. Like he didn't show up. He wasn't in person. He was on a Skype call for this event.
Probably actually was too.
Yeah.
They probably just, you know what, Wesley, just call us from home.
Yeah, it was such a funny episode. It was so well done. The best part too is Dave Bautista. So when they first introduced Dave Bautista, he's sitting with somebody, and she's Nadja the vivisector or something like that.
Oh, okay.
And he gives his name. It's like, and he's like no, just this. Because he is Drax the Destroyer.
Drax the Destroyer, yeah.
So, but he didn't get the whatever in this, which was fantastic. It's really well done. It is, if you're not watching, it is worth watching. It is a fun show. It just got renewed for a second season. Just a really fun take on sort of the mockumentary style thing.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen the original movie, absolutely 100% watch that.
No, but you don't have to, right?
No, you don't have to. It's not tied to those things at all. Those characters, the movie. I'm saying watch the movie because the movie's brilliant.
Right. Now, are there characters from the movie that come into the show, or reference to anything in the movie?
No, well, that's the three from the movie are.
Oh, I got you.
We're in this episode, so it's in the same area. It's a documentary film crew filming.
So they were guests on the show, but they were in the movie.
Correct.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, they're playing the same characters from the movie as well.
And while we're on the topic of movies, of course, Detective Pikachu, I think, comes out today?
Today's week? Thursday. Today.
Yesterday? Well, here's what's strange, and we've got a link to it. So we, go check out the link in our notes right below us here, that Ryan Reynolds actually leaked the entire movie onto YouTube.
Yes. Brilliant.
Like, what? You can
Brilliant.
Go... Yeah. I think it's everything you would expect from a Pokemon movie.
Yeah.
I don't...
I imagine that this is going to win several Oscars.
But
based
why...
on just this...
Well, I don't know about that. But why would... Like, think about it. Why would he leak it so... Maybe he's hoping people didn't notice. I don't know. Don't they want people to go to the theater?
Maybe they didn't. Maybe his check didn't clear.
Maybe.
From the fine folks at Warner Brothers. And
Maybe.
He's like, well, this is what happens.
This is what happens when you don't pay me.
Yep.
Yeah.
This was absolutely fantastic.
Did you watch the whole thing straight through?
The whole thing, 100%. The routine that is done in the movie, in this movie, is copied from a Key and Peele skit.
Oh, is it?
Move for move, which is absolutely fantastic, to the point that Jordan Peele actually posted on Twitter cease and desist with the link to this.
That's great. That's great.
It's like,
check it out. You all need to go check out this link.
It's on YouTube. You don't have to pay to go see the movie.
No, exactly. Just go watch it on YouTube. It's right there.
Yep.
And other things that you probably want to pay for, at least I do. So Disney has come out and basically said, after Rise of Skywalker,
yes,
we won't see another Star Wars for 3 years. There'll be no new Star Wars until 2022. And even then, they're alternating. So as of 2021, we're going to see, they've announced that 2021 December is going to be Avatar 2.
Okay.
Then from that point on, every December, they're going to alternate between Avatar and Star Wars until we get 3 Star Wars and 4 more Avatars.
4 more Avatars. That's a lot of Avatars.
There's going to be 5 Avatars total. By the time they launch Avatar 2, it will have been 12 years since Avatar.
Well,
who does anyone actually care about Avatar anymore?
Well, I mean, they do have the whole land now at Disney.
I know, right? But think about that. It's 12 years later.
I don't remember enough of the story at this point. I'd have to go back and rewatch it, closer to 2021 probably.
Yeah,
Interesting bit of trivia now, though, because Zoe Saldana is now in 3 of the top 5 top grossing films of all time.
she is. She's probably really sad about that too.
Yes, I'm sure that doesn't
You know,
do anything for her ability to negotiate for her next
Avatar,
paycheck.
Endgame. What else is she in that's top rated?
Well, I think it's like Infinity War, or one of those
Okay,
ones
maybe.
that's up there
Yeah.
too. It's another one of the Avengers
Yeah.
movies.
And Disney must be really sad that, the top four
Yeah.
of the top 5 movies of all times they own. Like, literally, they're of the top 5 movies of all time, 4 of them are owned by Disney.
The only one they don't own is Titanic, correct?
That's correct.
And do they? I mean, it's later in the day. Are we sure they don't own it at this point?
They might by the end of today.
Yeah, like, I mean, who knows? I mean, they may just be going out and buy it.
Now, Disney has finally given a date for New Mutants, the X-Men spinoff. That is now April 3rd, 2020. Isn't that movie 3 years old now? Haven't they filmed it years ago?
They filmed it. I think it finished principal filming last year.
And now, is it Maisie Williams that's in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Arya Stark is in it. I mean, she's obviously when you catch up, she's got a pretty big star on her right now, which is why they want to, I think, make sure that they give a date to this movie.
Exactly. Oh, I know. Brad Pitt sci-fi film Ad Astra is now September 9th of this year. I'd never even heard of that.
Nope, me neither.
The literary adaptation of Artemis Fowl goes to May 29th, 2020.
Okay.
And the studio also dated the Cruella de Vil film, likely starring Emma Stone, for Christmas of next year.
Okay, so they're basically, if there is a live action, if there's a Disney cartoon that they haven't made live action, they seem to be wanting to do this.
Oh, that's absolutely what they're doing. Absolutely. Yeah. Now, also, the Untitled Marvel movies for next year are coming.
Phase 4.
Yeah, so I think we have a list for the Phase 4 release dates.
Dates only, though.
Just dates. We don't know what's coming. And GameSpot is loading a video for some reason. I hope it doesn't play.
Yeah, mine's loading.
Oh, mine played. Yeah, crap, sorry. So why don't you read us the list?
So there's a list of dates. So May 1st, 2020.
Yeah.
November 6th, 2020. February 12th, 2021. May 7th, 2021. November 5th, 2021. Then February 18th, 2022. May 6th, 2022. And July 29th, 2022. So 2 movies in 2020, 3 in 2021, and 3 in 2022.
So in 3 years, they're going to give us 8 more films, but they're going back to 2 next year, and I'm kind of wondering why they're doing 2.
Now they're doing 2 next year, but it says it's important to note that this only includes Disney productions, so any Sony stuff.
Yeah, but that's they're not going to have a Spider-Man next year.
Well, no, but they may be tasking Sony to touch some of the other properties as well. It's a possibility that they've handed off something else to Sony
for the MCU.
It's possible. I mean, they're letting them do this. I mean, if maybe they don't have the ability to.
My understanding is that only Spider-Man is allowed to be in the MCU.
Oh,
it was a very distinct agreement with Sony to allow it's still a Sony product,
but it's part of the MCU, and Marvel
can use it use him in their films. And that's the only character from Spider-Man that can be in the MCU.
So I do have a list here.
Other than doing a new Spider-Man film, I can't see Sony doing anything else for Disney.
Okay, so that's
and it's unlikely they're going to get another one next year.
No, that's pretty soon. Although they may want to capitalize on before that kid looks like he's 70.
Who? Tom Holland?
Yeah.
Tom Holland's going to look like a kid forever.
Well, I mean, hopefully, then you can keep doing this. They do have a list of movies confirmed for Phase 4, including a solo Black Widow film, Black Panther 2,
Doctor Strange 2,
a recently announced Shang-Chi.
Yep.
The Eternals.
Yeah, another Captain Marvel.
Yeah. Doctor Strange 2, Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
That's right.
Are confirmed.
And then there'll be some new titles, some new characters coming in.
Yeah. So we may see some new stuff, maybe a Squirrel Girl. Who knows?
Yeah.
Stuff.
It's interesting. there's a new trailer for Spider-Man that launched this
Yes.
week with a spoiler warning, and I'm not going to speak to the spoilers, but there's interesting that it sounds like they're bringing in the multiverse.
Yes, so they
Which
mentioned the multiverse, which would be able to bring in stuff like mutants and
and
things of those.
Fantastic Four. So basically, the Fox owned properties that we have never seen.
Yeah,
It could explain why the mutants exist suddenly in the MCU, and we have never seen them until now, because
yeah,
maybe they came from a different dimension or a different universe, which
yes,
is interesting. I mean, it opens up a whole lot of possibilities. Now, the Arrowverse has been doing the multiverse for a while, and it works. It works for what they need it to do.
yeah.
And they don't overdo it, but it's interesting that they bring the multiverse into MCU as well, because it does open up a whole lot of possibilities.
And they need to find a way to bring these in because I would love to see Avengers versus X-Men.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I would love to see a good Fantastic Four film for once.
Yeah, and if anyone's going to do it right, Marvel will do it right.
Yeah, and you have some great villains that can come along with this. You have Doctor Doom. You have Galactus. I'm not sure who the Phase 4 main villain is going to be for this. I mean, there's talk of Kang the Conqueror.
Well, I'm wondering if it's not just a single enemy. I'm wondering if they're doing Secret Invasion, which would they brought in the Kree and
Yeah.
the Skrull. Sorry, the Skrulls. They brought in the Skrull in Captain Marvel, which is the first time we've seen them. Now we've seen the Kree before, but the Skrull are shapeshifters.
Yes.
And they were introduced in Captain Marvel, and I'm wondering if that was very timely, because the fact that Captain Marvel took place in the 90s and the Skrull were on Earth in the 90s, to me, that is a huge setup for Secret Invasion.
Yeah, in positions of power already.
Right? And so Secret Invasion is where we find out that some of the heroes and a lot of the world leaders have been undercover or sleeper agents of the Skrull all along, with an intent to take over the Earth. And I'm wondering if that's where they're going by planting that story in Captain Marvel now, before Phase 4 starts.
All I can say is I'm excited to find out.
That would be really cool. And
Yeah.
also very interesting if we find out one of the heroes has been a Skrull this whole time.
Yes.
They're going to have to be very, very careful with how they play that out if that's where they go.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That would be very, very interesting. We had a whole bunch of we've got a whole bunch of links here for the fall TV lineup. Of course, now is the time when we find out what shows have been canceled, what shows have been renewed. I don't think we have too much time to go through it all.
No.
The biggest one for me is the CW has essentially renewed everything,
Oh,
which
that's
means
nice.
all of the Arrowverse. And then we've got the Supernatural is coming back, but they've already announced it will be its last season. So
Yeah.
season 15 of Supernatural will be its last. Season 8 of Arrow will be a 10-season final season.
Yep.
So they've been they're coming back, but it's their final season.
Well,
and we knew
they're
that.
giving closeout seasons, which
Exactly.
I actually I'm very happy that they're doing this instead of just canceling a show.
Well,
that
they
people
didn't
have been
want to
watching.
cancel. This is
This is the cast.
Stephen Amell has basically said, I think we should end the show now.
Yeah.
Before it goes on too long and we, lose viewers.
Yeah.
And I think it's good timing. Honestly, I really think it's good timing because Arrow, as far as I'm concerned, it feels like they have lost focus. I feel like
Yeah.
they've lost focus. Don't really know where the show's going. So give it an ending, bring it to an end, bring on Batwoman, which they have ordered to series.
Yeah.
So they've ordered the pilot for Batwoman, which is awesome. And I think with Arrow ending, Batwoman is the perfect series to bring on in replacement of Arrow, because she's the same kind of hero,
Yeah.
as Arrow.
You can tell some of those early stories then too.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the early Arrow type stories, as opposed to having to have some huge complicated backstory and everything like that.
It's really it's gotten a little convoluted on Arrow this season. They also they did start doing flash forwards on Arrow, like 20 years in the future, and it's like, what what impact does this future story have on what's going on right now? Like, none. You can't impact what's going on right now with this future story. So I don't understand the point of it. And it also removes mystery in the current story, because a couple of times in the last episode, there was a couple of characters that could have died.
Yeah.
And they could have made you wonder if they had died, but we've already seen them in the future, guys. We know they don't die.
We know that that they're going to make it through,
right? Because they're in the future 20 years from now, so obviously he did not just die with whatever he just did.
Yeah.
So
looking here too, CW has a Nancy Drew show starting.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Nancy Drew, set in the summer after high school graduation. 18-year-old Nancy Drew thought she'd be leaving her hometown for college.
She thought wrong.
It seems like it's along the lines of Riverdale. Like it's a darker version of a Nancy Drew thing.
Nancy Drew will be more like a Veronica Mars, which is coming back. Veronica Mars
July.
is coming in July to Hulu. A new season.
I am looking forward to that.
Huge
fan of that.
Me too. That's pretty awesome. Are they calling it season 4? I wonder.
It is being called season 4. Yeah.
Okay, so we've had 3 seasons, a movie, and now season 4.
Yep.
That's awesome. So she's a full-on private investigator now. I think she had joined the FBI in the movie, didn't she? Or she was trying to.
She had joined the FBI in the movie. I think it may follow after her time with the FBI or something like that.
Okay. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. Any other shows that you're excited that are being renewed? Or I know, let's see, I think Schooled and Goldberg were renewed. Brooklyn Nine-Nine was renewed. The Rookie, starring Nathan Fillion, was renewed.
I'm happy with that. I'm actually really enjoying The Rookie.
Yeah, me too. I didn't see Whiskey Cavalier. I don't know if it's been renewed or not. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't, if I'm being honest. I mean, yeah, it's a fun show, but I can't imagine it's a show that has a lot of followers.
Good Place is being renewed,
yes.
Which is nice. Trial and Error got canceled.
Oh, Man with a Plan. Then the Matt LeBlanc.
Yeah,
I love that show. That's a great show.
I'm just going through some of the new stuff. That's nothing's jumping out at me is from NBC that makes me that excited. I mean, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, happy about that.
Yep, for sure.
Fox, Masked Singer will be back for another round, which I absolutely loved, and you still haven't watched probably, which is
I have not.
Which is a mistake, but Masked Singer you should watch, Sean.
Too many shows. Grey's Anatomy, I just read today. Grey's Anatomy has been renewed for another 2 years. That's probably going to put it as the longest running. I think it is the longest running medical drama ever, but that's going to bring it up to like season 17. And Ellen Pompeo is in every season. She is the star.
So I've never seen it.
I actually really enjoy Grey's Anatomy. We came into Grey's Anatomy like, I think it was in season 8, and we watched it all on Netflix and then started watching it live, and we've been watching it since, and now that's like half a show ago now, right? Because they're in, I think they're in episode 5, they're season 15 right now, if I'm not mistaken.
Could be 16 even.
Maybe it is. Yeah. I'm just going to look it up really, really quickly, but I actually really enjoy Grey's Anatomy. My wife and I watch it with Esri, our middle daughter. They are on season 16. Is that current? No, season 16 is next season. So
okay,
they're on 15 now. They've been renewed for 2 more. That's crazy.
Wow.
Crazy.
Well, I will say on Fox, 911 has been renewed for another season, which I'm really enjoying that. It's just finishing up its 2nd season right now, but it's turned pretty good. I'm enjoying that one quite a bit. Nothing else stands out on Fox for me.
Not a whole lot's been canceled, actually. It's interesting that usually there's a ton of stuff being canceled, but I haven't seen a lot of the stuff I'm watching being canceled. I'm actually more excited when they start announcing new shows. You know, I want to know what are the new sci-fi shows, what are the new things I'm going to keep an eye on. But that pretty much brings us to the end of episode number 328. Of course, you can follow me everywhere online at as Ziantane. That is XIANTAYNE. You can follow this show on Twitter at the OMG Hour, and give us a like, subscribe, and comment, and hit the little bell icon, and you'll be notified when we go live or add a new episode to the channel.
Awesome. You can follow me on Twitter at Mr. Second Place. We want your 7 degrees of translation so we can switch up our game show portion of the show every once in a while. So we'd love to have some audience participation there. And check us out on YouTube at youtube.com/OMG Nexus.
All right. Thanks, everybody, for listening. Thanks for watching. We'll be back again in 2 weeks. So 2 weeks away, unfortunately.
2, 3,
and then we'll be back.
3 weeks. We're back in 3 weeks.
So we'll be back in 3 weeks. All right. Take care, everyone.
Bye, guys.
This has been an OMGNexus.com production.